Judy Ford.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Becky.
Tell me, Judy, what's going on? What are you doing today?
Well, I'm having a really hard time. I've been going through a lot lately. I've lost my husband with, I guess, some past addictions that I had, and I did get over those, but living with my parents now, that's been very stressful. I've started drinking again, and unfortunately going out a lot because I'm not married anymore, and I'm very bored at night and kind of end up going out to the bars and starting to done some drugs, and I just, it's affecting my job, it's affecting my relationship with my parents and with friends that, I mean, I've lost friends in the past, but so I need some help. I need someone to talk to, I guess, and hopefully help.
So you work?
Yes, I do.
Full time?
Yes.
What do you do?
Yeah. I work in a shipping department.
Okay.
Just packing and stuff. Shipping.
Okay. And do you drink? When do you drink?
We of course go out a lot after work. I kind of quit doing that before, but I've been starting it up again. And now it's kind of to the point where I get home and I can't go to bed I can't fall asleep without, just drinking when I get home too. And
okay.
Sometimes I'm kind of so stressed out with stuff that get up in the morning and before I go to work, I have a couple beers,
And it's begun to affect your work?
It has.
Drinking?
Yes, it has. I've kind of goofed up some things. I've actually been warned a couple times, and
yeah,
they're not gonna let me go, but they're gonna.
Repercussions.
Yes, yeah.
What happened? You said your life with your parents is being affected.
It is. My dad is, kind of, he can be kind of mean. He knows. He knows what I'm going through, but he's not very. He doesn't have much empathy for, because of my age. I should be, I've lost a husband already, and he thinks that I'm just going nowhere, and that doesn't help any. And my mom's, I love her to death, but she's quiet and really doesn't say much to help anything, And
Mom's kind of stuck in the middle.
She is.
Sometimes between you and Dad.
Yeah.
And Dad just really maybe doesn't understand what's going on completely.
That's how I feel, and I've never been very close to him, so it's, it's hard. He actually wants me to move out, but my mom's, and I just can't do that right now. I don't have the money to do it.
Yeah. And you said you were married?
I was. I was married for a few years. That was 5 years ago. But when we got married, we were young, and of course we liked to have fun, and we kind of had all the wrong fun, I guess. But, he was able to straighten his life out, and when I started falling off the wagon again, he wasn't going to have anything to do with it, so he kicked me out.
That must have been hard, him kicking you out.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very hard. I actually, for a few days before I went to my parents, I was kind of living in a hotel, and
yeah, that would be hard. You're with somebody from the time you're young until
right.
For however long, and then all of a sudden you start to mess up and he kicks you out.
It was a very scary and frightening time.
Yeah. Your drinking was probably affected more by that.
I think that's probably when I really started drinking a lot more.
Yeah.
And I go through times when I try to quit and I can't, just back and forth.
Do you have children?
So, no.
No? Okay. So you've tried to quit in the past?
Yes.
Okay. And you were unsuccessful?
I was successful for some time. Was going to meetings and...
Okay.
And that was probably for about 8 months.
Okay. You had a sponsor?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But I mean, at the time I was still married. My husband and I we thought we were helping each other. Maybe we weren't. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Sometimes that can happen.
Yeah.
The two people that are, going through an addiction kind of think you're helping each other.
Right.
You might be, hurting each other more than helping. Sometimes that happens.
Okay. Yeah.
So, would you be willing to go back to 12-step meetings again?
Yes, I think I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a great way to work through an addiction.
Okay.
You can meet a lot of people,
Yeah.
that are in sobriety. You get like a sense of community, and it would really help. You don't feel so alone when you're there all the time.
Right.
So if you ever considered it, that would be a good possibility.
Yeah, I just before never really, I guess, found a place where I felt really, completely comfortable.
Yeah. Out of place, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you have to shop around, kind of, with
Right.
meetings. You have to just try out a couple to see what you like. Go to some clubs, maybe, where they have multiple meetings.
Okay.
That can be helpful.
Right.
Yeah. So, what kind of stress do you go through that triggers the drinking?
I don't know if it's all stress. I think it may be more that I enjoy it. I mean, it puts me in a spot where you don't have to, I guess, worry about being lonely. And I mean, I am kind of lonely. And my work is, one of the best things I like to do after work is go out to the bar for a few hours at least and kind of unwind with others from work. And,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, other than we are very, very busy every day, it's not a job that I take home with me.
Yeah.
So I think more, it's just more of maybe an addiction to me that I don't know.
Yeah.
That I just, or more of me feeling it's part of my daily routine. I guess.
It's just something that you do now, that you've gotten used to doing.
Yeah.
And you also enjoy doing it.
I do, yes, very much.
Would you say there hasn't been any serious repercussions because of it, aside from your husband? Of course, that's very serious, but...
There have been a few times, I guess, when I have done some bad things with people, I mean, and I don't remember, like, said bad things. I've lost a couple friends with fights that I've had with them later, because I can get kind of angry, I guess, or, things can upset me, but I don't remember it all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess there are. I've never, luckily I've never, like, been pulled over, but I can tell you I've been times I don't remember getting home either.
Yeah, well, that's very fortunate.
Yeah.
That you haven't been pulled over.
Yeah.
Because it's, now it's just, you get pulled over and you're done pretty much. Right away. So it's very fortunate for you. But it is hard when you lose people because of your addiction. It kind of increases on the loneliness a little bit.
I have, pretty much. Well, my a couple of my girlfriends, I mean, that I was really close with, they don't really want, they just don't want to talk anymore, or,
yeah,
hang out.
That can be hard.
But another problem, too, is if I'm going to try and, clean myself up, I need to stay away from them anyways, because they're the ones that I used to always go out, I would go out drinking with and stuff. So.
That's good insight, too, that you have.
Yeah, well,
that you sometimes you need to kind of change the people, places, and things that you're around, and try new things, meet new people. That's where the meetings really come into play, and things like that. Stick close with your family is sometimes important. It can be hard for families to sometimes understand an addiction if they don't know it, or they haven't learned anything about it. It can be hard for them to understand it and to even really be there for you too. So it's not a personal thing. It's just they might be having a hard time understanding it.
Right.
So there's some things, you know, that your family can do if you're looking to get help. There's some things your family can do. There's meetings that they can go to that's meant for the family members. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
Okay.
Like Al-Anon,
Oh, okay.
Families Anonymous.
Yeah.
They can go. There's meetings for them where they can talk with other family members that have been affected by somebody.
That would be really nice if I could, get my parents to.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they have a hard time with me, so.
Yeah, and you're their daughter too.
Yeah. Yes, and I'm an only child, so
Yeah.
we have a very small family. We don't, I don't have a lot of like cousins or.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so it's kind of just you.
Uncles. Yes.
Their attention would be focused on.
Yeah.
That they're worried about as well.
That would be nice. I'd like to, if I can get information on there.
Yeah, definitely. I can give you some information on that. You can also take them to an open meeting, too. An open AA meeting where you can bring family and friends. That sometimes is helpful.
Okay.
So there's things that you can do and that they can do.
Okay.
If they're looking, for it.
Yeah.
And I think that it's hard, and it will be hard for you if you are willing to change some of your patterns. It might be hard, but I kind of think, right now you're probably going through some rough stuff.
Yes, but because I'm afraid to go. I don't know if I need to go away. I mean to go like into a rehab, go away into a 30-day thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard because I have to work. I need money. I have to work. I can't be away.
That's a hard decision.
So
that you have to make.
Yeah.
That we have to think about. We could talk about it some more even. But that could be a hard decision for you.
Okay.
It's always hard to go away
Right.
from what you know to a new place. Be around all these new people, live with different people for a little bit.
Right.
It can be difficult. So that is something that is an option. There's also intensive outpatient you could do.
Oh, okay.
Which is a couple times during the week for, a couple hours each day, which is like less intensive than inpatient.
Okay.
But they focus on a lot of the same skill sets, coping skills, things like that you would learn inside a rehabilitation center.
All right. Yeah,
so,
because I've never done that before, so I'm just wondering if that's not something I need more than just, the 12-step meetings.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the programs will focus on the 12 steps or base their programs off of the 12 steps.
Right.
So that, I think that the 12 steps are a great way for getting sober. There are other ways.
Okay.
I have seen the 12 steps work a lot with other clients. So that is definitely one of the good options. There are a few other options that we could explore as well, different types of programs that we could explore, whatever suits you or fits you the best.
Okay.
And we can work together, and we can do some different types of therapies together. Cognitive behavior therapy, which is pretty much kind of like us working together and kind of trying to change your thought patterns and things like that affect your behavior.
Okay.
Negative thoughts into positive thoughts that will then impact how you behave. We can learn coping strategies and some new skills for you for when triggers arise and things like that.
Yeah.
That's what we would work on together.
Okay.
And I think it would be a great way,
right,
to work through
some
of this.
Okay. That's something that I'd be willing to definitely try.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a lot of the problem too, is I don't know how to cope with it and how to fight it.
Yeah. Well, it can be difficult to cope if you don't really know how to cope, if you've never learned.
Right.
Or if your main coping mechanism for tough times is to go and drink.
Right.
That's just what you're used to. You got to replace old with new.
Okay.
There's definitely some things that we can do to work together. And we can definitely discuss if you want to go into treatment. We'll talk about that as well.
Okay.
How do you feel now after this meeting?
I feel like there's some light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe I can do this.
I think so too.
I didn't know there were other things that out there that you really, I mean, things that I can be taught to help me cope with it and, and get through it.
Yeah.
So.
So to kind of recap, work is starting to begin to be affected, families being affected.
Yep.
You're drinking a lot after work.
Yeah, my dad wants me out of the house, actually. It's so bad. He can't stand just watching me, I guess, deteriorate into,
Yeah, that's got to be rough.
Yeah.
For you to know that.
And so I do try and stay out of the house as much as I can.
Yeah.
So I'm not in their way.
Yeah.
But,
I know, that's got to be hard to think that you're always in their way.
Yeah.
So I think that we'll definitely work together, and I think we can make some progress together.
Okay.
So we can maybe set up another appointment for next week.
Okay. Yes, that would be great.
All right. It was nice to meet you, Judy.
Okay. It was very nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.